Good morning, everyone. All right, so not a bad morning on Tuesday today. We got AMRH looking good, gapping up from 118 to 214. We have CLRB gapping up from 75 cents to 1050. This has to be some type of split, I'm guessing, just because, yeah, 70 from 75 cents to $10.50 is a ridiculous gap up. So it's got to be a split of some sort, I'm guessing. GBR is moving a little bit in pre. Let's see. Am I unmuted here? I am. All right. Yeah, you can see PEDs moving a little bit. Gapping down technically. We'll see what it does at the VWAP area. Watching GERN. Gapping up from 344 to 366. Watching Pixie again today. See what it's going to do. See if it continues to drop. See what happens there. BIOC was kind of moving in the last few days. I'll watch it. INNT moving some in pre up about 78 cents, 77 cents in pre-market. Watching this one. NSU gapping up from 321 to 369. GENE had a big day yesterday, gapping down some in pre. We'll see if it breaks underneath this 135 level, watching it under there. What else? I know I'm watching a few other ones. AST 7. Yeah, AST gapping up some. Looks like a small range though. We'll see if it can move. I'll go ahead and add my watch list to the chat. Alright, here's my watch list thus far. Apparently I'm watching a few other ones like CAPR. Yeah, CAPR gapping up some from 142 to 157. MTSL gapping down some, but kind of a crazy drop yesterday. Look at this drop. Wow. So look at this move yesterday. This is a bizarre, just absolutely weird move. You can see it opened up yesterday at about 150. And MTSL slowly grinded up, actually not very slowly. It ended up breaking out and going parabolic yesterday, going up from 150 all the way to 650. And then right before the close, literally 20 minutes before the close, this thing just tanked all the way down from 650 all the way down to 250. And so it lost $4 a share within the last 20 minutes of the market. So absolutely crazy move. I'm going to have to look up the news for MTSL because that's just a weird move. So let's see if any of these are tradable. I know PED is. What? AMRH is not tradable. GBR is tradable. What? CLRB isn't tradable either? Man. GERN's tradable. BIOC's tradable. Pixie's tradable. INNT's tradable. They still didn't add Gene either. Or NSU. Looks like about half of my watch list is not tradable today, which is pretty, I'm the most aggravated with these two, CLRB and AMRH are not tradable. It's terrible. Yeah, I had a few people asking me about, how it says, you can see on the trade manager, it says a Y. It says a Y underneath tradable, but on short size it says 0. And I had a few people asking me if that means you can't short it. So no matter what it says under short size, if it says Y under tradable, you can short it, you can go long, you can do whatever you want with it as long as it has that Y under tradable. Short size doesn't matter. It's shortable if it has this Y right here, even if it has 0 under short size. As you can see, I've traded GBR before, and it has a short size of 0. So the short size doesn't matter. Alright, so let me know if you guys see anything else today. Kind of bummed out about CLRB. I'm gonna have to just look for other stuff to trade. NSU pushing up some. I know I could trade Capper as well, I believe. So I'm gonna have to look at Capper. I'm gonna have to look at what's this other one? GRN maybe. I'm to watch Pixie. Just try to take advantage of some second day moves here. Looking under Pixie, see if it breaks under this 315 level. Oh, I gotta call Mitch. Give me a second, I'll call Mitch. Yeah, I saw Netflix crazy drop. Good morning, Adrian. What's up, brother? What's up, James? How you been, man? Yeah, good to hear from you, James. What's up, brother? Nice to hear from you, man. GEN needs a little bit more volume. Usually my style is to trade gappers. Unfortunately, the two biggest gappers today aren't tradable on TradeNet, which is a bummer. They'll probably end up adding some of these. Like, you know, the way you can really tell if a stock's going to be tradable is it has to have, somebody mentioned this earlier, or a few days ago, but it has to have at least 500,000 shares traded in the last 3 months. And so, well, a stock like GBR, who's been moving kind of crazy the last few months, it's going to be tradable because it's had lots of volume. Wherein a stock like CLRB that was kind of hovering around 66 cents with very low volume, if it all of a sudden gets a crazy spike like this, usually it's not going to be tradable because it just kind of came out of nowhere, if that makes sense. Same thing with AMRH. Like if you look at the 5-minute, AMRH has had very low volume until today. And so maybe they'll add it tomorrow. Cross my fingers. Hope they will. CLRB. Yeah, I'm assuming CLRB is a split. Let me look it up. What's up, Track Racer? Let's see. So yeah, Netflix. Netflix was kind of the talk of the stock world yesterday. Bad earnings. You can see this massive drop. I think it was. I don't know if it was worse than expected earnings, and it was lower than expected new subscriber rates. So down from 403.35 all the way to 342. So a pretty big percentage drop for Netflix. You know, preferably I actually like Amazon Prime better than Netflix. They just have more stuff for me. Netflix, you know, I don't know. I think what Netflix's natural progression as a company should be to offer the ability to rent movies from their platform as well. So it's like kind of like Amazon Prime, where it's like some movies are free, and then if there's a movie that you really want to see that they don't have, you can rent it like like a conventional movie service. And so I think that's the natural progression with Netflix. You know, I know they're offering and making their own movies, but I think the Amazon way is the better way to do it. Then you can see AVEO. So let's go through some of these news right now. First one I'm looking at is CLRB. I'm just trying to see if this one's a split here. All right, here goes Mitch. Yo.
Yo.
What's up, dude?
What is the deal?
How you doing, man? Everybody, Mitch is here.
How we doing, guys? How are we doing?
All right.
Crazy day yesterday. Did you guys see MTSL?
Uh-uh. Oh
Oh,
yeah. MTSL. It's the one that yeah, look at this. I just talked about this. This thing went up from $1.50 all the way to $6.50, and then 20 minutes before the close, this thing drops $4 a share. What is going on with that, man?
hey. I mean, I was watching it honestly, and it had a interesting level there at 549, and it just kind of like started crashing a little bit. It looked weak on the level two. You can tell people were trying to short it,
Yeah.
and someone big just got squeezed. So they took a little profit on that first knockdown from 549 to $5, but then it squeezed on them pretty hard, and as it went through that 550, it went to 650 in an instant.
Yeah, man. It honestly, this drop just goes to show you how dangerous trading can be. Because you can see it dropped down from 645 in 1 minute. It dropped from 645 down to 475 in 1 minute. That's a pretty brutal drop. Like if I'm long in that situation, and say I got like a $6 average, I'm immediately down, $1.25 a share. That's this drop is the scary thing. It just got squeezed down, is what I'm guessing. But scary for sure.
Oh, I gotta mute. I get a little.
Oh no, you're good, brother. You're good, man.
I got a nice little echo.
Oh yeah.
I had left it open, so I was getting two of you.
Yeah, no worries, man. So yeah, I'm just going over the news. So let me go ahead and finish this real quick. I'm looking at CLRB, and just at first glance, it looks like a split because I mean it's up from 66 cents all the way to 10.50. I mean maybe not though. Unless this one, let's see, six stocks. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So well. I mean, it sounds like it's a 1 to 10 reverse split, which makes way more sense. So, yeah, CLRB is a split. It also has good news, though, and that's why it's moving. Um, Shares are up. Let's see. They reported a 94% reduction in overall tumor volume with their Waldenstrom macroglobulinemia patient in phase 2 CLR 131 clinical study. Yeah, I hate bio stocks, guys, just because I have to pronounce stuff like that. But yeah, 94% reduction in overall tumor volume for this crazy name, and patient in phase 2. So good phase 2 results for CLRB. It also had yeah, that's basically the good news that's out for it. So good phase 2 results for CLRB. Looking at GBR now. You can see GBR is up some in pre-market. Not a huge gap, but it's up some. They announced extension of NYSE for company to regain compliance. All right, so it sounds like the New York Stock Exchange granted them an extension for them to regain compliance. Apparently something was going on with GBR. Yeah, it said that the New York Stock Exchange accepted its plan to get compliance back with the NYSE regulations. So yeah, that's good news for GBR. We'll see where it goes. AMRH. Yeah, I was kind of bummed out, Mitch. A lot of stocks aren't tradable on TradeNet. At least two of the biggest movers, which are CLRB and AMRH.
Without a doubt, we just got to kind of adjust and find the stocks that, are going to be in play for us. We can't focus on something we can't trade.
Right.
It's the
Waste
battles
of
of
time.
TradeNet. Yeah, it's the battles of TradeNet,
Yeah.
You got to know what you can trade. There's still going to be something that's tradable. There's still going to be
Just
setups that we can trade.
right.
Some of the stocks that I'm looking at are, of course, GBR. I'm looking to see if we get another run in MTSL. I'll only play this one on a short play as it's went extremely down. I need to see the momentum get back to the stock.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
Uh,
I'm scared to touch that one, man. This
yeah, it's not one to.
play around with.
Yeah, definitely. You're gonna be in and out. But it was something that just kept going and going and going and got way too overextended.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they were saying in the chat that maybe it's SureTrader causing this massive drop because SureTrader makes you sell all your equity positions 30 or 20 minutes before the market closed, and so maybe everybody just started to squeeze it down when they exited their trades.
Nah, I mean, the big traders are the ones that knock that down, man. It's traders. It's that trader that probably got squeezed once. He probably got stopped out, and he went for another attempt there when he
Yeah,
saw the slowdown at 650. One of the key things is you got to know like what do you really have potential up there. When it's up 200%, you have a lot more potential on the downside to come down from those 200% than
right,
to go up 400%.
for sure.
It- that's what it's basic psychology, So, the game theory in there is that, if you're trying to scalp there up there, you're playing the completely wrong game. That's why the big shorters win in there and they go and they take, sizing and they're able to, hey, if they stop out, they go and they take another attempt on the next resistance. But they know that they had that attempt move that they could get, $3 on the down move. If they can risk 50 cents, they're more than willing to do that.
Right, for sure. Yeah, we'll see where it goes. I mean, it looks weak at this point, and to a certain extent. I mean, it's still up yesterday, but we'll see. I always try to analyze the extension of the stock, like which way it's extended, and I think that helps. But yeah, so watching AMRH. AMRH is up after announcing a project with Med Data to use robotic process automatizations. It states it will automate complex high volume processes which are integral to med data operations. And so they announced a project with med data on AMRH, and it's up from 118 to 199. What else is there? There's GBR. Yeah, we looked at that one already. Another one I'm looking at is PED, kind of moving from yesterday. It's down some, but not too much. Still watching it. See if it has anything new out on PED. Nothing new on PED. Looking at GERN, GERN, or GERN, GERN. From gapping up from 344 to 364, so 20 cents. Nothing new on GERN. Now looking at INNT. Big drop yesterday during market hours. Moving a lot in after hours as well. Price target changed. Yeah, some people are initiating coverage on it. Yeah, I mean, this INNT is down on no new news. The company did amend their S3 filing for 175 million in common shares. But that's basically it. So we'll see if INNT can rebound some here. That's really what I'm watching as a possible rebound play. PIXY kind of had a lot of movement yesterday with this one. Probably just up on momentum, but I'll probably watch it regardless. Nothing really new out. So yeah, that's basically it. AVEO is probably the last one I'm watching here. Big gap down. We'll see if it rebounds or if it keeps going. And AVEO. Yeah, so it sounds like it had bad fourth quarter results. It states AVEO Oncology. They shifted the TIVO 3 top line data for renal cancer in the quarter 4. And so yeah, bio drugs are kind of hard to follow. It's just a lot of medical terms, but it's gapping down on apparent bad news, so we'll see where this one goes as well. And yeah, that's it thus far. Appreciate the sub. I know somebody subbed here. Appreciate the sub, Kim. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it. All right. So, watching PED, watching GBR. Let's see. NSU. Oh, yeah, NSU. I do want to go over NSU really quick. You can see NSU here. Gapping up from 321 to 367. Let's look up to see why this one's acting like that. All right, so it sounds like it had an offer for a takeover proposal. So yeah, London Mining said late Monday it's intending to make a formal offer to acquire all of the issued, basically to acquire NSU for a cash consideration of $4.75 per share, Canadian dollar, or an equity value of 1.4 billion. So interesting. We'll see what NSU does today. Somebody offered to acquire it, or they're going to be putting in a proposal to acquire it. So we'll see where NSU goes. But yeah, I'm just looking at stuff I can trade at this point. GBR, NSU, I don't think I can trade NSU. So kind of looking at PED maybe. See if we got anything slowly moving up here. Not the best morning. I mean, there's CAPR. Not the best morning for me on TradeNet is what I mean.
One to watch that I'm going to be watching, just because it's in play today on at least a gap. It's really nothing I'm going to be watching immediately in the open, more along a long play that I'll be watching for multiple days. If it breaks up or breaks down, then I can, be interested in it. But it's Z-Sand.
Oh yeah, I remember Z-Sand. Z-Sand's a crypto stock. It went crazy a while back, all the way up to 25.30.
Yeah, in March.
Yeah, I remember this one.
So the key levels in this is 526, the 526 mark, and on the low side it's going to be 380. So let it play within those ranges, let it break out within those ranges. The reason that this stock is interesting is if you see the daily, you've seen those huge moves. So I'm thinking that regardless of the fact that, it had those moves, there's definitely buyers and shorters that are in between this, long-term investors, so that when it comes playing on the downside, they'll probably just get on out if they're playing for the long, and if the opposite way. So the psychology in this is that move back there can cause either a move back up there to that 880 or a breakdown of the support, which is at 380, and then come all the way back down to like $1.41 area. So that's just something to just watch for a long-term play, because today I really don't see anything to watch immediately out the gates.
I know one I'm watching. I just kind of found it. So yesterday, CODA wasn't tradable.
Yeah, it's tradable today.
Right. It's up from 353 to 547, and so I'm looking for that VWAP fade on CODA. Because I can trade it today.
They actually added it for us in about close to 2 p.m. They added it on there.
Nice.
And also MTSL, they added also.
Nice.
Around 2 p.m.
Yeah, I'm watching for that. The second day fade. It had a nice little VWAP fade. CODA did yesterday.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Appreciate the sub, GC. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man. All right, so let me try to catch back up on some of the chat.
$6 is the main mark for me on that one, and then we'll start watching. I don't think it's gonna break down at the beginning. think if it does, it'll probably do a little fake out long and then start washing.
Right. Yeah, that's the cool's right. So yeah, CLRB had a split, but it's up today because of positive cancer trial. What's up, Huguetes? The next big thing. What's up, brother? Can I trade AMR? Yeah, no, I can't trade it, Jeremy. I'm kind of bummed out about it, to be honest. But yeah, AMRH is not tradable. Fresh news on Cali. Yeah, Cali was moving yesterday. I forgot about Cali. Let's see where it's at today. Ooh, it's down a lot. It's kind of at that crucial level, which is the low of yesterday. I mean, under 2 is the obvious kind of short point for CALI, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I just want to let you guys know I'm not going to be trading Cali. Just got a weird instinct about it. I'm just not going to be playing with that stock. I have a feeling that, it just I don't want to make anybody have more of a bias to it. So just understand that for me, I'm not going to be playing it.
Wait, Dominic says CLRB. Dominic says CLRB. Let's see if he's messing with me. I hope he's not. Yes, CLRB and AMRH is now tradable on TradeNet. They added it. Appreciate that, brother. Nice. So yeah, these are my main watches now. I mean, AMRH definitely and CLRB, so they're both tradable, at least on mine.
All right, the one that I like more, honestly, I think it's CLRB because of the daily. It looks a lot like some of the plays that we've been playing.
Sonic, I actually have a video on how you get real-time quotes on Thinkorswim. Do you want me to post it? You basically have to go log online. You don't necessarily have to call them. At least I didn't. All I had to do was log onto their website, onto the TD Ameritrade website, and I had to sign 2 forms and verify and state that I'm not a professional trader, that I don't work for like a brokerage firm. That's all I had to do. Yeah, but appreciate that, Dominic. Appreciate the heads up, brother. What's up, sweetie pie?
Oh, I forgot to bring it up, but real quickly, even though it's almost 9:21 here, Gemp yesterday made a beautiful VWAP fade.
Look at that, yeah.
So this is what we call the multi-day, and then it's trying to do a breakout to the resistance there, and then when it fails there, the next day it just gave a wash.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you see the VWAP right there. It drops immediately, comes up, bounces up there to the VWAP at 775, and gives you a move all the way down to 720s.
Yep. Looked good. The only thing that scares me is the volume, but look at MTSL. Sorry.
Yeah, it's just one of those trades that you gotta respect the chart and understand that volume can play a factor, but a lot with CFD trading is that we're not going to impact it so much. So our sizing is not going to play a factor. Just pay attention for big sizing to come into the trade.
Right, for sure.
And change it.
So good morning, James. What's up, brother? Good morning, Leandro. Good morning, Covenant. But yeah, no, look at MTSL. It just spiked up here. It's almost up to 3. What's up, Matt? Good morning, brother. Track Racer. Raphael. Black Monday, what's up, brother? Good to see you back here, Black Monday. DPW, Ian. Yeah, DPW's up in pre from 55 to 57. What else?
I'm gonna be watching 329. That'll be my alert for MTSL to start watching to see if it wants to go back up to those highs.
Somebody asked me to do OPK. To be honest, OPK is just not really my style. It's a little bit higher float of a stock than what I usually trade. Appreciate the sub, Eddie. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it. And so, I mean, it made a nice little move yesterday, but like I said, it's just not really my style. I kind of have to look at the daily. Nice kind of progression up. I mean, if it breaks this, it may get interesting. This 630 high right here. So we'll see. What's up, Juan? Good morning. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Speedy. Good morning, GC. What's up, Tyler? Hey, good morning, bro. From Taiwan, huh? That's awesome. Good morning, Sean, Wahid, Walt the Profit Taker. What's up, bro? Alright, just had to catch back up on the chat. CLRB is IPO on Robinhood app. I mean, on mine, CLRB's, I mean, it's showing it's been open since, what is this, September of last year is when it opened up, on the 18th. But yeah, you can see MTSL starting to spike up a little bit here. I'm going to be very, very weary of MTSL, though. It has a huge range at this point, and it's shown to be very kind of crazy and a little sketchy, so I probably won't trade MTSL just because, I mean, look at this drop. Good morning, Harrison. What's up, brother? Yeah, AMRH is tradable, Juan. What's up, Skynet? What's up, bro? I don't want to say whether it has a good or bad buying point for AMRH. I will say, like, usually I'm more short biased with these type of plays, just because they're up so much already. I mean, this one's up almost $1 per share, and so usually I think a lot of times these extended stocks end up crashing back down, but, you know, there's no telling. I don't really like to tell people, you know, what it's going to do. I prefer to, you know, rather react to what it does do instead of trying to predict it. Because one thing I've noticed and learned in trading is that it's very tough to predict where the stock's actually going to go. It's kind of like a coin flip. And so it's, I mean, not necessarily true, but for me at least.
Guys.
All right, bro. Yeah, that is weird. Exactly, James. JDST. I know, Black Monday. I was thinking about that yesterday, man. Yeah, yesterday we had, I mean, Mondays are usually pretty good. Yesterday we had 220 people here, 210, 220 people. And so the stream's growing, brother. The stream's growing, man. JDST. Oh, yeah, look at JDST. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's a little bit more expensive, but I like trading these too. But yeah, look at JDST. It's up too. I'll definitely watch this one. What's it up to? 52.29. Appreciate the sub. Nick, appreciate it. Appreciate the sub. Minot, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Appreciate the sub. 53.69. So yeah, I mean, it's got a lot of resistance here at 53, 50s, and 54 on JDST. We'll see if we can break that level. But these are the four biggest watches, or not these actually, CLRB. These are the four biggest watches, and they're all tradable today. So good to see TradeNet actually adding some of these stocks. Yeah, no worries, Tyler. Yeah, the stream's been growing, guys. The stream's been growing. It's good. It's cool to see. We get a few new people here every day, so TOPS, I want a little bit more volume with it. All right, guys, we got 3 minutes. 3 minutes until the open. I'm just getting my coffee, waking up a little bit.
Yeah, guys, not going to be rushing into any plays today, definitely. The only one that kind of looks like it could break the support and just wash off is CLRB. CLRB is kind of doing similar to what GBR did. It went up to that 14 and just broke 12 and just slammed down, remember, at the open.
Yep.
So that's just something to keep an eye on, guys. Understand that if it just washes out with a huge amount of volume, it could just fly down and just never even give you an entry. It's just something to be aware of and to look at that support level, see what's going to happen.
For sure. Yeah, I think the obvious support level is $10 for CLRB. If it washes underneath that, it's got some room on the way down. I'm kind of watching for the same kind of style of play here on AMRH under 2 and under 190. Watching for a second day fade on CODA. Maybe down to 450, 475 right here maybe. Same thing with GBR. We'll see where GBR goes as well. Not a bad Tuesday. Just trying to take it slow here. Yeah, Skynet. That's Mitch. Appreciate it, Troy. Appreciate it, GC. Yeah, thanks, guys. Yeah, we day trade live on stream every weekday. So every weekday morning, same time, 8:45 a.m. I stream only until about 10:15, 10:30 market time, but sometimes a little bit longer. It just depends on if I'm in a stock. Usually if I'm holding a stock, I'll let the stream go until I end up getting out of the position. So.
All right, guys, 9:29. Get ready for the open, guys. Similar idea for AMRH. That support just wash off. That's kind of what we'll be looking for also.
All right, guys, we got about 40 seconds. IQ GC. Let's look at IQ. I heard a few people mention this one as well. Man, big tank on IQ. I mean, under 35 looks interesting. It's got a break under 34.90 right here. So we'll see. Alright, guys, 10 seconds. Good luck, everyone. Just be careful. What's up, Leandro? Yeah, PULM, I was looking at that one. It's a little bit cheaper of a stock, but I was watching it regardless. Alright, here's the bell. Alright, there's the open, guys. So just going to take it slow, kind of focus on getting in good setups here.
Interesting level was through that 12. It's probably going to go up to the resistance. I see 13 up there for CLRB. So that's the interested level forming.
Excuse me.
Had trouble there at 12.19s, guy. 12.19s, 12.20s in that range.
Yeah, you can see AMRH here. Starting to drop some under 2 for a split second. Oof, what is that noise? GERN starting to come down some here. All right. So far we have MTSL dropping down. We have CLRB pushing up. We have GERN testing 350 on the way down at this point.
I'm looking at AWX, guys. AWX also.
Yeah, AWX starting to spike up some here. It's not tradable in TradeNet, unfortunately.
Oof.
Yeah.
Guys, I would maybe take a starter on this last little push right here. You see? Right there. That's why.
Yeah, CLRB starting to tank.
On AWA, I hope you guys watch that. If anybody watched that on AWX right there. 303 was the move right there. You could short there. This stock is up there. You see the daily. The daily is just completely horrible on this stock. Short up there. It's called the over-under short. Up there. You saw the price action just kind of dying out there.
Yeah, look at AWX tank, man. Good call.
Right there. 303. That was my idea right there.
Good call. All right, so I don't mind just kind of patiently waiting.
And you take the profit on that kind of wash.
Right, for sure. You get
That's
out
a
quick.
Different kind of wash. That's just a profit taking kind of wash.
IQ spiking. A few people mentioning IQ here. Look up possible VWAP fade here on CODA. Low volume though, but that's kind of what I was looking for.
more expensive stock, bro, but ZTO, my bad, ZTO.
Yeah, look at IQ spiking ZTO.
Yeah, ZTO.
Looks like a VWAP fade.
This stock is strong on the daily though, guys. Just be a little bit careful. It's more along just something that I'm watching on the side. Trying to watch some of these bigger stocks and how they do with the VWAP.
I might get in with 50 shares on ZTO. I like that VWAP fade setup.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad.
Alright, so I'm in with 40 shares. I took it a little bit smaller here. If it starts to get squeezed up, I can exit. I'm just looking for that fade back down. If it breaks the VWAP, I'll just exit. A little early of a trade for me, but we'll see if it ends up working. It's down to 22.13.
What's your risk level, brother?
I'll probably make it 22.30.
I like that. That's the exact spot I was gonna tell you.
Yeah, it's not too bad. We'll just look for it to crack under 22. There's the drop down to 22.05, 22.04, 22.03. Could have used a little bit larger sizing, I think, but it's a $22 stock. I didn't really analyze the range like I should have. There's the drop under 22.
Yeah, this is what we want to do, guys. So if you can go about 400 shares there or 200 shares there, take the first move down. This is the first wash there. And now you can go and take half of it off. And now what you're looking for is a bounce to add that half back to your size.
Yeah, I ended up jumping out for a $7 gain. I mean, I kind of kicking myself. Like, I just wanted to, at that point, I mean, I had a profit. You can see it spiking up here.
Hey, guys, CLRB, guys, just washing down there, guys.
There it goes. I mean, I'm kicking myself for not using bigger sizing.
I'm holding off, though. You remember, it's within range, guys, within range. Wait for the range to break out. AMRH, guys, squeezing up there through 220s.
Also, GBR tanking some here. Maybe look for a bounce up to the VWAP. Also, CODA for a VWAP rejection here. Or possible VWAP fade. GERN, same thing. Look at GERN, Mitch. Not a huge range, though, so actually a pretty small range. You said AMRH.
Yep. Squeezy.
There it goes.
Squeezing hard there.
All right, we got over 200 in here. How do I set up VWAP on Thinkorswim, David? So you go to Studies. I don't know what. Yeah, you go to Studies. You go to Studies, Trend Studies, and then VWAP. So you go to this Studies button. You can't see it because it's on my other monitor, but you go to that button, then Trend Studies, and then VWAP. Right, exactly. Cool. I mean, that's how I feel about it. Like, I didn't use big enough sizing with it. I'm kicking myself. I wish I would have used, 100 shares, made $30 real quick. But I mean, heck, I made 25 cents a share, and so positive way to start out the morning.
There you go. You got your starter. Let's find the right setup for you to get in here.
Right, for sure. Remember, I got a little bit of a cushion.
936. You're still in time for VWAP fade. So find the pattern.
Yep, exactly. CLRB being a little choppy here. I don't like it. The spread, the reason I don't like CLRB, one, the range is pretty crazy and it's really choppy, and it's actually still in, the range like Mitch is saying. So I don't like it. I just don't like it. There's just, I think if you trade every day, you start to kind of get a feel of the market to a certain extent. Yeah, no worry, David. Good morning, the best. GERN, it looks like the VWAP fade failed, and so it is actually pushing up GERN for a washout long maybe here. I don't really like this one that much. I think it has a lot of resistances above it, but it's breaking that high of the day right there at 360. So
Yeah, I think it's finding some resistance there, and so it's pretty tough there. It has to get over those 360s and hold close above those 360s. I wouldn't be long here. I'd still be looking short there. That's why I'm telling you, you want to see the close above that resistance 360.
What do you think about GBR right here, Mitch? Appreciate the sub, M. Daniel. Appreciate the sub. Life happens. Welcome, guys. Appreciate it.
I'd say look for a bounce to 360s.
Yeah.
That resistance, same play that you're seeing right there on what you just on
ZTO.
GERN.
Oh, yeah.
It's just kind of the same thing. You got to wait for this bounce there, because shorting here, you see, you get this bounce usual, because it's just a matter of it wants to test that resistance now. Right. So you could short there at 360 off of 370, 371. But the real risk should be off of 380, so you have to adjust your share size.
Right.
Because that's where the squeeze point is 380, but you could risk off of that 370.
Look at JDST. I mean, it's a little bit more expensive of a stock, but it's looking like a pretty good VWAP fade here. JDST. You see that one, Mitch? That one looks pretty good. I mean, I gotta think about what kind of share size I would take if I got into it. MTSL tanking under those lows from pre-market and after hours. Yeah, exactly. Cool. That's kind of why I'm a little sketched out by it. Omar, good morning, brother. Still early for CLRB or no, GC? There's no telling. I mean, some people might like it better than I do right now. The spread's just too gnarly for me, to be honest. A little too scary of a spread. I just realized JDST is an ETF, which makes me not want to trade it as much.
All right, guys.
There goes the bounce on GBR to 360. Up to 363.
Just something that I'm going to call out here. I'm not going to take the trade. It's just something that I more along want to put out there. I'm starting to look more at bigger stocks and seeing how I can trade these. I would like here Netflix, a starter there at 351.50. That's the resistance there, and then it has a next resistance up there at 352.50. But I think you could get that starter there, right there at that resistance. If it goes above 352, you get out. But right there would be the start, and now you can be already about 30 or 40 cents up. You're looking for the move back down to at least 348.
GBR is kind of at that crucial level here. 370. It's sitting right around the VWAP. It's got some upwicks over the VWAP, so it may be interesting here, especially if it gets rejected at this 360 level for GBR. There's the rejection
squeezed out there.
Yeah.
For Netflix. You would look for the next resistance, see how it's going to act up there, and it's 352.50. If you see the level 2 kind of dying out there and the bidders jump in there, that's where you would go ahead and see the resistance slap down.
Appreciate the sub 5. Welcome, brother. Yeah, look at IQ. A few people are mentioning IQ. It's it's kind of wedging here. If you look at IQ, looks like it could break out if it gets over 36.
AMRH, guys, is holding relatively well there, guys.
Right, bouncing off the VWAP. I was noticing that for AMRH as well.
All right, I want to see it down 3 here to the 228, guys. 228, guys, and you could risk off the 224 there. Oh, look, never went back down.
Up to 245.
Never get that drop to the 9.
We'll see if it holds over 250 is the next level I'm watching. All right, there goes IQ breaking over 36. All right, we almost got 220 in here. Yeah, 221. Yeah, if you're just now joining us, I day trade live on stream every weekday morning, so hit the subscribe button if you want to see that. I've only gotten one little small starter position, made $7. Tiny gain. Still looking for that VWAP fade setup. ZTO was really nice with it. I wish I would have taken bigger sizing.
calling out a stock here, CDMO, guys. I could see an entry there at $5 off of that 495 or 492 mark, and you can try to get this curve, the same kind of play like we did on Cali, where we had a first run. We're looking for a pullback to hold the support, and then you can get in for that nice swing back up there. There was
Look,
a good amount of volume, so you want to see low volume on this pullback, holding those fives.
you mentioned Z-San earlier in pre. Look at Z-San now.
There you go, guys. This is what I wanted to see. I saw the daily, guys. The daily gave it potential there, but I needed to remember it needs to get up to like 520s for it to really be interesting. But what you're seeing is at least R vol. You're seeing relative volume increase, so that means traders are interested in it.
For sure. I'm seeing a lot of washout longs this morning. GBR is probably the best example of it. I'm glad I didn't get it in a VWAP fade. It would have faked me out. But now it's starting to test 4. Also, CLRB. I mean, if CLRB holds under 11, may be interesting. But at this point, it's still in its range. I want to see it break underneath 10 before I consider CLRB. Yeah, for sure, 7. Yeah, for sure, man. We got 225 people in here, so it's cool to see. GBR testing 4. In ZTO, like we were saying, like the VWAP fade setup is definitely possibly still in play here. AMD, James. Yeah, look at AMD pushing up, starting to spike up here. High float stock, but it's making moves here. It's up 40 cents. No, not quite 40 cents. 30 cents. Yeah, there goes ZTO for that fade.
Cali is T12.
Oh, no. That's rough for anybody that got caught in Cali.
I kind of had that instinct, guys. Just had that feeling. Didn't want to put it out there, but
you don't want to put that negativity in the world, bro.
Yeah, no, that's not something that I don't think no trader likes to hear T12s.
Yeah, for sure. It's kind of a bad
Long
word.
Or short side.
Look at GERN. Now GERN looks interesting to me, especially if it can't hold over 350.
Oh, look at ZTO.
Oh, I know, man. That's what I was saying. That VWAP fade, man.
That's beautiful.
I know. Look at that fade.
That's why you take that first shares on that first swing, add back that sizing that you really want to get into now. Now you have a well-measured risk point.
For sure.
You go and you risk, 10, 15 cents. You've already made 30 cents.
Right.
And then, boom. If the worst comes to worst, you end 0 break even on this kind of trade, that's fine. But more than likely, you're giving yourself the probability of it going right back down there, and you can take 50% on that next swing down there to 21.97s, and then I want the rest of it just to let play.
Exactly.
And that's perfect. We'll be able to take a nice profit, and then you can just go ahead and you can put a stop in at your break-even point, or just watch it mentally.
Look at CLRB. Look at CLRB. Bear flag. Washing out here. It broke under 10. I said that 10 was the crucial level with CLRB, and it's underneath there now.
Yeah, like I said, guys, watch the range. Watch the range.
The spread is just a little bit too gnarly for me.
Wait for the bounce, guys. There should be a bounce in this. I don't really think you should just jump on here.
No.
Unless you're going to be able to risk up to that 1050.
GBR. Look at GBR spiking up here, squeezing up to 440s. Broke the pre-market high. It's got some room now up to 440. We'll see how it acts at 450 at this point, but GBR starting to go kind of crazy here.
Yeah, they're talking about halt on GBR coming.
Oh, I can see it. Yeah, there's the halt. GBR halted, guys.
Yeah,
at 440.
This is one that I feel like it's just doing a run up to that resistance. The next move, the next leg up. I could see it going to 540s. So look for an open below that 482 mark, and then you can try to ride it up on the magnet to 5. So what I would look for is for it to open anything under 475 will look more interesting. But remember, guys, this is going to be a scout play, so you got to be in and out really quickly. I suggest you get smaller share size to begin, and once you get confirmation, look for a pullback to add sizing, and then you can go ahead and take your trade.
Appreciate the sub, Nathan. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, GBR halted on the way down. Crazy move, or not on the way down, on the way up. Crazy move here for GBR. CLRB continuing to look bearish here. I think it's probably going to bounce some at this point.
And AMRH guys there washing out there at 230s there.
Watching for that VWAP rejection. Although I don't like the VWAP rejection as much. The VWAP fade is much, I think it's a much more viable setup as opposed to the VWAP rejection.
Reason why is it's a long play that you're playing on a washout. So you're playing a pattern breakdown versus a pattern that you're actually seeing.
Right, for sure. IQ looks very similar to AMRH. Kind of the same type of play here on AMRH and IQ. Watching GERN here, it's also, if it finds some resistance at 350 and it can't hold under that, breaks this low, may be interesting here down to 340s, 330s maybe. There's a spike back up in CLRB. Like I said, I thought it would bounce right here. It had a lot of down wicks.
Guys, this 220 is really interesting. Interesting mark for AMRH 220.
Here's the spike on CLRB. The next kind of level is this 1075 point right here. Look for it to find some resistance there. Yeah, one thing I'm noticing, and the same kind of thing happened yesterday, is that usually the first VWAP fade I get into is the right one, and I don't really see many after that. And so the move to get into was ZTO. And I mean, it would have been a really nice scalp there, but I just didn't use I made a profitable $7 trade, but it just wasn't big enough sizing for me. So kind of kicking myself a little bit, but that's okay. I mean, it was a profitable trade. That's the biggest thing that matters.
Look at MTSL. That thing just tanked.
Oh, yeah, I know. I've been watching it on my other monitor. Yeah, MTSL down to 209 now. Watching GERN pretty closely here as well. CLRB, if it puts in clear higher lows, then breaks last, best higher high, that's going to go to bananas. Yeah, I could see it, man. It all just depends. Like I said, the next crucial level is 1075 for CLRB. If it breaks that, it could start to squeeze up, and if it breaks 11, obviously. But watching for both of those moves here. Definitely a big bounce. It also has this 1050 level that it has to get over, the $half. You know, when I try to teach people, like I have a few people that's asking me just to teach them how to trade. Like one of them is Damon. You guys met Damon before. He was on the stream. Appreciate the sub, Rome. Welcome. Appreciate it. But yeah, one of the first things I tell them is like you want to look at the psychological levels when you're first getting started, like $half, even $quarter, like 75 cents. You know, those are the crucial levels to watch. A lot of times those turn into resistance and support. PED pop. Yeah, look at PED starting to squeeze up there as well. Kind of a long day, really, for a lot of this stuff. Kind of a day for longs more than shorts. Hey, appreciate it, Harrison. Appreciate it, brother. Hey, yeah, welcome, man. Look at ZTO, Mitch. Ugh.
Hey, bro.
It hurts.
It's the pattern, man. Have confidence.
I mean, I got out of my trade at right around where it's at now. Like, I got out right around where it's at now. So it was a beautiful VWAP fade, but I got to use that bigger sizing, brother. I got to do it.
You know what the key is, bro, is that when you're taking the trade, you're starting to worry about the profit.
Right.
It can't be about the profit, man. It's about the trade.
For sure.
So one of the key things is, I have a little paper by me for the VWAP, and it just says mindset is looking to increase risk when working.
For sure.
So right there, you saw that it was working. When you got that first wash, instead of telling yourself, I need to take profit, that's when you need to tell yourself, okay, I got confirmation that the trade is going my way. Let's look to add risk and really make a good profit here.
For sure. That's what
So
I have to do.
take some, add that risk, and let's go.
For sure. That's what I have to do, man. I look at GBR's resumed.
All right, guys, important level here on AMR8 there at 210. If it breaks 210, it could just completely wash down and just completely go. I'm looking for a bounce to VWAP. I think, here it's just way too much risk for a bounce to VWAP, so I'll look for the bounce to VWAP to start looking for a short.
I know the volume's low, but check out BBOX, Mitch.
I know it had earnings, so it's something to watch. Yeah, that's definitely one to watch, man.
Ooh, there it goes. Right when I say that, up to 170 on BBOX. BBOX could start to squeeze up here as well. CLRB testing that 1075 level I was talking about.
Yeah, I'd leave it alone for right now.
Yeah, for sure. Not until volume.
Meso, guys. MESO, guys. Alert, alert. 7. I saw it at 690 there.
Whoa.
That was your chance right here at 690, 680s.
Yeah,
Here's the pullback there, guys. Be careful, though. Low volume there, guys. So it could be one of those just squeeze right up, get right back down. Let's see if this is tradable.
Doubtful. Looking at the volume.
Nah, yeah, doubt.
Yeah, the reason, you can always tell if you look at the volume from the previous day.
That's why I look for that 1 million, guys. That 1 million volume is a really good share mark to look for. If you're not seeing 1 million shares traded in a day, that should just worry you. Liquidity is really, really a concern, and that's what burns you on this.
GERN. Maria asks, good morning, new to trading. I am on a sim. Are you taking in students? I mean, I don't really, I wouldn't really consider myself an educator. You know what I mean? Like, I try to teach people for free because the truth is I'm still a relatively new trader. I mean, I've been doing a lot better.
Guys, just want to put this out there, guys. CDMO there, held those 5s there, guys. Exactly the plan. Exactly the plan, guys. This is the kind of long that I want to take. I want to risk off of that 494 now. I have a really well estimated risk, and I want to take this kind of trade so that I can look for the long side. First take would be in that 512 range. You definitely can get that push to the resistance there. Then look for the breakout to 530s and above. But what you got there is that hold. You see? There's the break of the 5. There's the little surge. And if you got in there at 5, now you're hanging out. You're looking for the surge up there to 510,
for which one?
512. For CDMO. Same kind of pattern I got yesterday on Cali. I got a good little push, good amount of volume, a good hold near a whole dollar mark, and a good support holding on the 5 minute. You see the 5 minute 9 EMA start coming around a little bit, and that's what you want to see. It has to hold the VWAP.
GBR breaking underneath it. But yeah, I see CDMO bouncing up to 507. That's one of the long setups that I would like you said, Mitch, a lot of times, the VWAP is good for both longs and shorts. Like a lot of times it'll bounce off of the VWAP on the long side. And it happens a lot with lots of different stocks like GBR.
This is, I'm not even going to be worrying about taking a trade, guys. I haven't really seen anything that too interests me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stick to, like, if I got in there at 5, watch this trade and learn from this setup, because this is what I've been trying to work on, this long setup right here.
For sure. I'm watching GBR, see if it gets rejected here. The VWAP rejection is one I still have to back test because I've been back testing like the VWAP fade, and it obviously has an edge. But with regard to the VWAP rejection, it's just not one of those setups I'm really confident in, and so I have to back test it a little bit more, see the viability of it before I really want to get in. You know what I mean? Just because I think back testing is important. It's something I have to do.
All right, guys. AMRH there, guys. If you did want to take a trade, it would be at 212 pop, risking off of 218
On which one?
on AMRH.
Oh, AMRH.
But this is a short 1 minute pattern. I would look for a nice test back to that resistance, which is 224 VWAP entry.
Right.
But hey, guys, CDMO there, holding beautifully there, guys. This is where I would be looking to take that first half or that first part of your profits right there. Boom, put your order out there on the ask or 1 cent lower than the ask at 513 and watch your order just get filled. There's that 1,000 shares that just got filled. That's my kind of trader right there. He put it out there at 513 on the ask. He got filled. Some people bought up there at 515. And now you took half of it out there. You took some profit. Now you're just trying to let the trade work to the resistance, which is 530. You are not going to take profit unless it hits that 529 or 530 mark.
It was up to 520. Some people mentioning IQ today. Look at IQ starting to run here. Breaking the high of the day. It's up to 36.25.
If you guys want to look at IQ, one that runs very similar to it is Hula, Huya. I watched this stock all the way down at $31. I've been watching it day in, day out, but it's really a hard trade. Today it looks very, very easy red there. Bull flag open, another flag, probably ABCD pattern. That's what I would look for. All right, so CDMO. We want to see this pullback. This is fine there to the 9 EMA. The real key is that $5. You just don't want to see that $5 break. It can even come down and just bounce here off this 9 EMA and then keep going up. That's why you take that first profit on that first resistance.
Watching GERN here, see if it holds this 350 level as resistance. Bouncing some here, not too bad of volume, but want to see this 350 level hold as resistance. Maybe consider getting in for a short. We'll see. ZTO bouncing back to the VWAP again. It's up to 22.
Yeah, I'm watching that. It doesn't look like this is not where I like to enter.
No.
Guys, the only reason is that back at 950 was supposed to be the breakdown. You don't want to see it get back to that VWAP after that.
Right, but this is why, like, even though it's not even going our way, like, this is why I like the VWAP fade setup. Like, my plan with this is always to take profits at the low of the day, at least a partial. Right? And so even if it bounces at the low of the day, you still have profits in that trade, right? And so if it continues to break the low of the day and fall down, you have a much bigger gain, whereas opposed to even if it reverses and starts to come back up, you're still out for a small profit or a break-even trade. And that's why I like this VWAP fade setup, is because it's a good risk-reward setup. Not right here like Mitch is saying, because the chance to break it was down there at 2180 and it just didn't break, and now it's bouncing again, finding some support there. But that's why I like that setup. JDST getting rejected at the VWAP. MTSL creating support, Sean.
telling you guys that CDMO trade. I just feel like I was dead on again, guys. Watch do the same move. Watch a similar pattern. Hold those fives. Got in there at the perfect candle. I love that inverse hammer candle at 9.55. Taking some profit and letting the rest work. It's holding that 9 EMA. As long as it doesn't go under that $5 mark, you should go ahead and still stay in this stock.
Appreciate the sub, Maria. Yeah, Maria, like I said, I'm not really I don't consider myself an educator. Like, I don't have a course, and I don't have I don't charge for anything. So, I just try to let people know what's worked for me as a trader. And I just try to be as transparent as possible. I'm not selling a course, and I'm not selling a chat room or anything like that, or really charging anybody for anything. I'm just kind of letting people watch me trade, kind of giving people my trade ideas. And if they want to follow along with me, that's great. If not, no worries as well. So, BLIN stuck at the high of the day. IZEA. Yeah, BLIN pushing up here. Needs some more volume, but want to see if it holds support of the VWAP at 154. IQ kind of steady, kind of just grinding up there. MTSL having a bounce back here up to that previous low of the day at 230. So this looks interesting. If it holds resistance here, it may continue to come down, break the low at 206. We'll see. GBR back. Yeah, GBR bouncing off of 4.
AMRH, guys, looks like it's trying to crack those twos, but I don't think it has enough power there.
Yeah, looking weak. But we'll see. Yeah, it could bounce here, back up to the VWAP.
Yeah, this is where the panic shorters jump in.
There's the crack under 2, 198. Appreciate the sub, Fim. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man. Richard, so I use Thinkorswim for charting. Yeah, no worries, Maria. But yeah, I use Thinkorswim for charting, and I use TradeNet, or not even TradeNet. I use TEFs to execute my trades. So you can see on the left side of my screen, this is my executing broker, and this is my charting. So I just use Thinkorswim for charting.
Guys, I feel confident in CDMO. If I took some profit there at 512s, 514s, 513, I would go ahead and look for an ad here at the 499, 497. The risk is off 494.
Look at ZTO. My bad, Mitch, but look at ZTO, man.
Good. Hey.
That's that VWAP fade, that all-day VWAP fade. I mean, I didn't like the entry, like you said, as much right there, but it, in hindsight, obviously it looks better. Yeah, no worries, Richard.
Yeah, it's more about, you should have been in earlier, would have been able to get your profit anyways. That move down to 2180, down to the support, that's where I recommend you take that next little bit, and then you can leave the last little, probably about 25%, or maybe even lower than that, right there at that 2180 mark, and then just see if you get the true crack down.
Right, for sure. Appreciate this.
Because that's what happens there. You bounce off that support there. That's what happened.
Right here, for sure. Yeah, I'm getting there. The most important thing is my cents per share, and I've been pretty spot on with that lately. Like I said, Monday and Tuesdays are usually my best days, and so on these days is when I need to kind of start, kind of sizing in. What's up, Mitch? Good morning, brother.
I'm right here, bro.
Appreciate the sub, Kurt. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it, Smitty. Welcome, guys.
Yeah, the execution on TIFs is going to be 1,000 times better than TOS.
Oh, for sure. It's CFD trading, though. So, I mean, CFD trading, you're going to have better executions and better fills. So, yeah, it's CFD trading. That's why the fills are so good, is because, like usually I'm filled immediately on TEFs. I've never had it where the order actually went through and I wasn't filled immediately by getting in on the ask or the bid. I usually get in on the, if I'm going short, I get in on the bid. And if I'm going long, I try to get in on the ask, just because that gives me the best immediate fill, you know. Sonic, like I said, brother, I have that video on how to get live real-time quotes on Thinkorswim. If you want me to post it, I can, man. So just let me know. Yeah, no, it's not U stock trade. It's Tefs. Appreciate the sub, Richard. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man.
If GBR goes underneath 4, guys, underneath 4, you can start looking this to crack. It needs to break down underneath 4, and then 1390s is going to be an interesting spot.
What was the other one? It was ARCH. What was the other stock we were watching? AMRH? Yeah, AMRH.
I'm still watching it. It's stuck at 2. It needs to bounce to the VWAP, and then you can try to take an attempt. But remember, guys, it's held so much down there. It's support. You have to watch the levels that come back up as it comes back up.
For sure.
Could have buyer support and push through that VWAP.
Nice, Missouri. Congrats. Hey, good day for you, brother. Good day for you, man. Missouri up there saying 1,440 gain plus 100 on GBR. Nice, brother. Nice. Appreciate the sub, Brando. Appreciate the sub, Matt. Welcome, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're holding the nice viewers. Cool. It's been a pretty good few weeks for the channel, you know. Have you doubled any of your accounts yet? Not yet, Ratish. Still working on it, brother. Still working on it. Still learning, man. Still learning. Just taking it slow. You know, right now it doesn't even matter how much I make. I'm not really focused on how much I make. I'm just worried about my cents per share gains and you know, my accuracy. And yesterday was profitable. Today was profitable. Friday wasn't. I believe Thursday was profitable. Maybe not. But last week I had 3 out of 5 green days. The week before was worse. The week before that, 3 out of 5 again. So I've had 3 out of the last 4 weeks have been profitable weeks. So now it's just about getting comfortable using that bigger sizing. Oh, what's up, Tiny? I didn't see you here today. It's been kind of hectic in here. We got a lot of people in here, but good to see you, Tiny. Hope you're doing well today. All right, so ZTO is kind of forming that channel. Regardless of which way it breaks, if it breaks either way, it could start squeezing in the other direction. PED.
CDMO, guys. That is the strategy right there. It's just looking beautiful.
Just looking bouncing off that VWAP.
It's just when you get that good entry off the support, guys, what it can do for you. There you go, guys. Perfect alerted for you guys.
There goes
Brought it back
519.
down to 5. Alerted at 5. Risk 5 cents, guys. 5 cents here. And you could have got this trade.
AQXP, Kim. AQXP. Yeah, AQXP, I want to see a little bit more volume come in there. What was it? ARCH? I can't remember the stock today for some reason. AMRH? Yeah, AMRH. All right, so this looks like a somewhat interesting level here for AMRH. Are you up overall? No, not quite, Ratish. I'm actually down overall, but like I said, I'm still kind of learning. Like at this point in my trading career, I'm kind of at that point where I'm trying to get used to bigger sizing, and it's kind of a tough move to make. I've been net profit the last few weeks for the most part, but it's all about using that bigger sizing at this point, and so that's what I really have to get used to, and it's something I'm really not used to at this point. You know, if you look at my accuracy and my win rate from the streams the last month and a half. I've had, overall, I've been profitable more than I've been losing, and so I'm slowly starting to build the count up. This account was as low as 13,750, and I got it up to 13,800. And so I'm bringing it up some. At this point, it's just about getting used to using bigger sizing. And so that's kind of where I'm at. I appreciate the sub, Noah. Appreciate the sub, Anonymous. Welcome, guys. Appreciate it. But yeah, what I'm watching for AMRH here, I'm watching for, if it can't break this 220 level and this VWAP at 222, I'm looking for it to come back down and break the low of the day. And so watching for that, we'll see if it happens.
Hey guys, I would have had that order out there at $5 there to add there on CDMO. I felt that confident.
There's this back up to 519. The only problem is the spread on CDMO.
Yeah, that's why you have to have the right entry. You can't be trying to jump in here now and you have the spread that will hurt you. The reason the market makers spread the spread out is because of this. It's because they even know that it's on the bullish side. So they have to open the spread up to allow the volatility.
James, it's nice to hear Mitch on with you. I love the commentary and banter. Yeah, I like Mitch being here as well. I think it's a good dynamic here. We have kind of not necessarily two different perspectives, but we have two different kind of views of stuff. And, I think it's cool to have more than one trader on here kind of talking about what they see as well in the market.
Yeah, especially I'm trying to really learn these longs and get more of a long setup for us guys, and then we'll keep testing it out and we'll start taking trades, and eventually you'll even see John take a long.
Yeah, maybe one day, brother. One day. I used to, if you watch my old videos, I used to go long all the time. That used to be my setup, is I would get in on what's called 1 minute pullbacks. I still think they're a great example,
Hey guys,
a great setup.
I got an alert from staff, guys. Alert from staff, guys. Look at staff.
Man, I started to watch NDRA, but man, look at it give up all of those gains on NDRA.
Look at staff, guys. Look at that drop there.
Oof.
I had that 240 there marked, guys, for an alert. I was going to look for that 240s to break. Those 240s break is a daily breakage. It could come down all the way to 186 there.
ITUV, yeah, ITUV's rising nicely.
There's CDMO, guys, holding up there to those 516s, 518s. I'm not taking profit, guys. I'm looking for that move to 529. I'm going to take another partial there and then let it rip through that.
Exactly, Corey. That's why I like Mitch is here. Corey says, I really like the addition of Mitch. It is one more person, thoughts, and opinions on another set of eyes. Yeah, for sure. That's why I think it's cool to have Mitch here as well.
Guys, a VWAP bounce on staff looks very interesting.
Look at PED. PED starting to push. And ZTO finally pushing up, breaking that VWAP.
That's it right there. Boom. You saw that little pop there on staff? It went right to the VWAP there. It didn't even fill anybody up there, but it popped up there.
On STAF?
Yeah.
See, I didn't see it. Not on mine, at least. Mine only shows it went up to 245.
No, it didn't close a price up there. It just jumped the ask up there.
Okay.
There's the CDMO breakout there, guys. 525s. I'm looking for a little bit more. Just take that first profit there. It went up there to 525 there.
Bob Riddle, CLRB. Yeah, I kind of forgot about CLRB.
All right, guys. You want to see those 510s hold here now? I say 512s more. 510, 512 range now.
Yeah, look at PED. PED breaking the high of the day. It's up to 1030 or 230s, 231s. PED volume coming in, breaking the high of the day, starting to run up to 237 at its highs now. PED starting to kind of go crazy here, up to 233.
There's staff. The ask is up there at 247 by 240. It's just interesting if you could get up there to that VWAP or somewhere around that's 250.
Hey John, are you no longer using TradeNet? I'm using Tefs, which is the TradeNet broker that you get for signing up through TradeNet. But yeah, you can see Tefs is on the left side of my screen. I'm still using them to a certain extent. All right, GERN bouncing up to the VWAP here. I can see it starting to get squeezed up though, so watching it, but got to be a little careful. PED kind of consolidating here. I want to see this previous support level turn into, or this previous resistance level at 225 turn into support for PED. MTSL bouncing back up kind of around the highs as well.
Guys, one of the things you can do for a trade like CDMO, so you take the pressure off yourself, less emotion, use more of a 5-minute chart once you've already taken some profit. Know you're out and just kind of relax. The 5-minute is less candles, less stress.
For sure.
It's when you're watching those minute by minute, ticks by ticks that you're just there gasping for air.
Watching AMRH here, kind of waiting for a possible low of the day break here. Taking my time, don't really want to force anything at this point. Also looking at ZTO here. It's testing the VWAP again. But yeah, like I said, that first trade is usually my best trade, and so I need to start taking some sizing with that first trade. I appreciate the sub, TNT. Welcome, brother. Appreciate it, man.
All right, guys, for CDMO, we want to see the volume come back into the stock. You want to see at least, I say 35K here on that 1-minute breakout. At least, at the very minimum, 35K. You want it to start increasing volume again.
Yeah, ARNC testing the lows here. Yeah, somebody Matt, or wait, who said this? Where'd it go? Somebody said, do we all agree? Yeah, Corey said, do we all agree AMRH is just a wash for the day? Yeah, I do, actually. That's kind of what I see for it as well. I don't think it's going to get back up to the highs. But, I mean, you never know in trading. You really don't. It's kind of always, you always kind of wait to see. PED spiking up to 250. It's up to 247 now. This is going to be a kind of a crucial level. CLRB kind of same thing, starting to drop, testing 2. But yeah, what I'm really waiting for AMRH, I mean, I kind of like this VWAP rejection setup, but it has to, follow through here. And so just being patient, kind of waiting. ARNC continues to bounce back up to test the VWAP. Is the bounce back over 19.
There's 527 on the ask for CDMO, guys. See, this is when you can decide, guys. Right here, if you want the breakout, take some profit right there, 529. Let the rest of it go. Boom. That's the trade, guys. That's the strategy.
Which one?
That's how we do it.
Which one?
CDMO. CDMO. Perfect.
Yeah, there it goes, man. Good call, brother. Some Corey asked
There it is.
how much do you pay in commissions on your broker? On TradeNet, it's 0.006 cents per share, but there's a 150 minimum per trade, and so uh, if you're buying 200 shares or less, it's $3 for a round trip. So $3 for in and out. Yeah, PED pulling back here.
There you go, guys. CDMO there.
Yeah,
That
that
was
one.
beautiful.
That one worked out nice for you, man. Now the next
That's
thing.
exactly the same pattern on Cali you got yesterday.
Yeah, kind of the next kind of the next kind of evolution of this trade would be to see if it holds support at 530 now, which it kind of is doing. There's the 1 minute pullback up to 540, up to 545.
And that, my friend, is why you hold the little shares.
Right.
And now you don't sell it, bro. You don't sell it. The only way you sell it is, I like to sometimes use, this is why the 5 minutes important. Just use the 5 minute there. Under 512s is where I would sell. So that on those last little bit of shares, you have to start looking for that long term where you think the top is for this stock. So use the daily. Try to find the daily, see if you can find some kind of resistance.
A few people are asking about TradeNet. Yeah, TradeNet, the way it works, it's kind of like a prop firm is the best way I can describe it. So you buy one of their packages. So for instance, I bought the intro package, which cost $500, and with that, they give me $14,000 in buying power, and I have a $700 max loss. And so they give me $14K in buying power, but if the account goes under $13,300, they close the account down. But then any profits you make over $14K, so say I brought the account up to $15K, they take 30%. So it's a 70-30 profit split. So kind of like a prop firm. And you're not actually trading with TradeNet. You're trading through their partnering broker, which is TEFS, T-E-F-S. It's the Colmex platform. And it is CFD trading.
Hey guys, GBR is in a very interesting spot here, guys. You either want to see it's going to break out here over 430s, or it's going to get stuffed there at 425s, 430.
Mr. Eric says, ask Mitch if it's possible for him to make a risk reward video.
Mr. Eric, this is exactly what I'm working on the most, guys. What I've started to realize, guys, is that the only real difference and why I feel I haven't been making consistent profits is my risk management and staying to the plan. And it's probably the most important thing that I'm noticing more in trading. One of the things is with strategies, tons and tons of people know the same strategy, but lots of traders can't really have a true defined risk management program.
For sure. That's what I have to do is I analyze my risk reward like before each trade, and I kind of use the same setup each time, and so it's kind of easy to analyze the risk reward really quick. But
and that's great. Remember, that's just the first part of risk management.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I was going to say, but I have to analyze it a little bit more per trade, you know what I mean, and kind of go through the steps and kind of the checklist before I get in, and that's something I have to work on for sure.
All right, guys, right here is where I would take that last a little bit of a partial off there at 548s. There, I would have took a little bit off there. I saw the level 2s kind of slow down there, and the 560s it's extended there. So you can just go ahead and take a little bit off there. And if you wanted, you could leave a tiny bit. But what I would more long do is I take the trade there. That's 50 cents on that last little bit of shares. You got 50 cents on the trade for risking 5 cents. That is as
super
good as it gets,
risk
guys.
reward for sure. A few people asking about TradeNet again. Hold on. How can you get around the PDT rule without having 25K? Because it's CFD trading. So they find a way to get around it because it's CFD trading. And so I can trade as much as I want, no PDT rule with them. Have I ever withdrawn money from them? No, I haven't. I've never been profitable enough to do that, to be completely honest. I'm still a new trader, and so like I always say, I'm not really trying to act like I'm an expert trader or anything like that. I just let people watch me trade. If they want to see what it's really like, I let them watch. Because I'm still learning and I'm still just working on my setups and patterns. I'm getting a lot better, as you could probably tell by the streams. Like, I've been having consistently profitable weeks for the last month or so. And so the next kind of evolution in my trading career is to just use that bigger sizing, start taking bigger risks. And I really want to get
Yeah,
to that level.
but yeah, we just got to build that plan and stick to the same plan. That's what I've noticed also is that sometimes when we change our risk and reward and we change our share sizing, it's actually ruining the plan completely because then we take certain hits in certain stocks and our losses and wins are not, at least statistically, being consistent. So that shows us that we're not going with a consistent plan.
For sure. Look at GENE for a VWAP fade, Mitch. Beautiful example of it.
Yeah, I saw that one. I saw that one a little bit earlier. What I'm looking for right now is you saw that GBR stuff those 430s.
Yep. I got a few people. Somebody asked, "Aren't CFDs illegal in the U.S.?" I mean, it's something you would have to ask TradeNet about. From what I
No,
understand,
I mean
CFDs it's illegal
they
for
are.
it's illegal for a broker to offer CFDs to you if they're based in the U.S. Right? But it's kind of like
That's what it
SureTrader.
is.
It's kind of like
Perfect.
SureTrader. How SureTrader gets around the PDT rule because they're not based in the U.S. and they don't have to follow the U.S. regulations. TradeNet isn't based in the U.S. either. And so they can get around it without having a penalty from the SEC because they're not a U.S. company. It's
That's
not even.
perfect.
It's also not even TradeNet that's offering the platform. It's TEFS partnering with TradeNet, and so it's not TradeNet's platform. It's actually TEFS, TEFS. It's their platform, and so that's kind of the way they get around it, I think. But I mean, it's not. I don't think it's necessarily illegal for me to use. Although I'm not 100% sure. You want to ask TradeNet and TEFS about that. Sorry, Mitch. I know you were
No,
trying to say something, but
yeah, it all has to do with where the money is, guys. Where's the money located? The money in essentially for tips is located offshores. So it's essentially an offshore account. Like you said, it's not regulated by the SEC, and this is why they're able to do CFP trading.
right.
Any broker in the United States is going to be regulated by the SEC, and so that will go ahead and knock them out from PDT and also from CDT or
Right,
CFDs.
for sure. A few people. Yeah, I'll go ahead and post. I got these headphones in. I'll go ahead and
No,
post the TradeNet link. And so if you want to sign up through TradeNet, I do have a link. I do make a small commission from it, but I try to be as honest as possible with people. The biggest flaw with TradeNet, like the biggest problem that, in my opinion, for TradeNet is that sometimes low volume stocks that all of a sudden break out are not tradable, right? And so that's the biggest thing that I think. That's the biggest thing that I think is wrong with TradeNet, which is that a lot of these cheaper stocks, especially ones that have low volume, aren't tradable. And so, like yesterday AMRH wasn't tradable. GENE still isn't
there,
tradable.
guys. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're
There,
good. You're good.
GBR. That stuff of 430. That's where you take the short, guys. Stuff there, 420s. I would have gone and taken a short there. That's level two trading. You see the price action. It should have broke those 430s for the long. It didn't get there. You could take that 420 off 430s. Anything above 430s, you get out. Risk 10 cents here, and you could get this breakdown really coming right back down here.
For which one? CDMO? Or no, no, no.
GBR.
GEBR. Okay.
GBR. You see that?
Yeah.
Boom. That's level two reading, guys. That hasn't. This has nothing to do whatsoever with the pattern, and 100 more percent on the level two rejection there. So what I saw is you see on the 5 minute, one up, one down, two up, two down, three up, right there at that 430 mark. It needed to break that 430 mark to really keep going up to that resistance. When it went up to it once, I don't like to short it there, but on that next time when it stuffs that 430, it tries to break out again and doesn't get it, you can go ahead and go short there.
For sure.
You take your profit on the first washout. You can right here, you can take 10 cents and you can have already, like a $10 profit, have 200 shares. Any bounce up that's under 430s, you can go ahead and take an ad.
Here's I'll go ahead and post the link. Here's the TradeNet link. If you want to sign up through TradeNet, you can go through this link. Like I said, I do make a small commission from it, but if you want to help support the channel, you can go through the link. And like I said, I still think it's like the biggest flaw with TradeNet is that if you see some of these stocks, like GENE isn't tradable. What was the ones that were moving yesterday? Some of the ones that were moving yesterday weren't tradable as well. So that's the biggest flaw, is that a lot of these cheaper stocks aren't tradable. Somebody also asked about shorts on TradeNet. So anything that actually is tradable is shortable on TradeNet, right? So if it says a Y, like if you look at GBR here, if it says a Y under tradable, that means I can short it. Look at CDMO.
Hey guys, I can't tell you enough, guys. That's the pattern. Watch back this live stream. You guys are gonna hear me from the very beginning on that first run. Look for the pattern, look for the plan, and then it's all about just executing, guys. Take the stress off of trading. Develop a trade plan for you and follow it. It's not going to be 100% right all the time. It's at the best going to be 60 to 70% right. Understand you will lose. Losing is a part of it. Most strategies are 50-50. So what's really going to separate yourself is that risk to reward management. You got to know your profit to loss ratio, and that's really going to separate yourself with commission and all the losses that you'll take. You'll be able to still be in the green and take net profit from the market. All right, guys, AMRH there, guys. Looks like it's going to try to crack those two now. If you wanted to take a risk chance on this, this is where I say you can go ahead and try to take this. 214 is your out to 10 cent for a potential move down to about 170s. You have a 30 cent for a 10 cent risk or 14 cent risk. If you're stuck 50-50, sometimes I say take the tiniest share size just so you start learning how to trade that position. If you're 50-50, that means that you're too scared on the risk side. So if you took the loss, you wouldn't want to see that loss in your account.
Nice kind of little VWAP fade on MTSL. A little bit later day.
Hey guys, if you did make money on CDMO, go ahead and put it up in the chat so that way we can at least know how our alert was for you guys.
Will Lopez asks, is there any difference between Thinkorswim and TEF's charts? Yeah, I mean, there's a few differences here. I can go ahead and open up my TEF's window just so you can see.
Huge difference.
Yeah, I like Thinkorswim charts way better. Here's TEF's.
Comparable, think of DOS to like TC 2000 or TOS.
Right, so this is...
So if you,
my bad, Mitch.
Nah, if you know DOS Trader, that I would compare it to that.
Yeah, for sure. I like DOS, but I like Thinkorswim better. But yeah, this is TEF's charting, and it's not bad. The biggest reason I use Thinkorswim is because I still haven't figured out on TEF's how to make pre-market and after hours, basically extended hours trading, like shaded in. I still haven't figured that out yet. I don't even know if there's a way to it, but I like TEF's. It's not bad charting. It's only $15 a month, and so it's good charting for cheap. They don't charge you an arm and a leg for it. But, like I said, I like Thinkorswim substantially more. PED starting to push up, testing 250.
Beautiful, beautiful, guys, on CDMO there, guys. What a trade.
Yeah, Gabriel says he caught CDMO because of your alert. Cheers. Walt the Profit Taker called it. Mega DFW called it. GC called it. So nice, Mitch.
There you go, guys. That's what I'm here for, you guys.
What's the difference between Robinhood and TradeNet? I mean, there's a huge difference between Robinhood and TradeNet. Robinhood is a zero commission trading broker that allows you to trade for free, essentially. Robinhood is a U.S. broker, so you do have to follow the PDT rule. And, Robinhood is very kind of a minimalist platform. Tefs is a kind of like a prop firm. They give you, $14K in buying power with the specific package that I bought. With a $700 max loss, CFD trading, so no PDT rule. I get around the PDT rule in that regard, and way different. Definitely not a minimalist platform. I like Tef's platform. It's actually pretty good. Huge difference. Appreciate it, Tanya. Yeah, NYC. Congrats, NYC. Good job. We'll see if AMRH ever breaks this support at 2. Hey, Will, appreciate that. All right, let's try it, Will. I'm going to try it out. All right, Will's try.
I was going to help you with that. Yeah, that's how you fix the tips. You got it.
Let's see. Right click on the chart, go to data.
All right, guys. This is where I would look for
Click show pre-post market.
You saw how it bounced there to 420s there for GBR there. That's where you remember, guys. I was looking for a bounce there in that area to add. That's the area that you want to be adding in, and then you can still have your re-entry back in there full size, as I've already taken $10 from the market, and you could still have that average there at 420.
Yeah, but you can see it's still not showing it for me, even when I go to show pre and post market.
It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it.
Oh well, you don't use it.
Right. I mean, I'll figure it out.
Exactly. You don't use it, bro. Don't stress it.
I'll be all right.
Well, Tiny, I don't want to tell you how to trade. You have to try to make the plan for yourself. The only thing, that I can help you with is if you tell me your plan, I can kind of help and see if, like, that at least has some logic to it. That's more along what I feel like I can help you with.
Adley says, remember, guys, look for that pattern. 2 up, 5 down, 3 up, 4 down. Thanks, Mitch.
There you go.
Somebody else asked.
Hey, Adley, keep looking for that pattern. Tell me what you think of it.
Right, the 3 up, 7 down, 6 up, 43 down,
You got
it's
it.
legit. It's legit.
Hey, look at Netflix before the open, guys.
Right.
Tell me if it doesn't work. Look at CDMO, guys, right here. CDMO, look at a 5-minute. You get a 1 test up to that resistance, and then a test to the support. That's 2. Then 2 up, right there. Then 3 down, then 3 up. Then it comes slightly back down and shoots off.
Just to be completely honest, I've been trading with Mitch for a few months now, and even I don't know what the 2 up, 3 down thing means.
It's something that I'm telling you guys, one day, it's gonna make me rich.
One day, guys.
It's something that I just seen instinctually, and you gotta kind of just see it through patterns. Certain people see patterns, certain people don't.
Right.
It's just something that you either feel or you don't. And since I've seen it happen too many times, and I've seen the understanding of the touching to the resistance and the touching of the support, I'm going to go ahead and stick to it, guys.
CDMO breaking out here. CDMO breaking the highs of the days is up to 577.
Yeah, I'm in Florida, man. Orlando, coming to you guys from Orlando.
Yeah, Mitch is in Florida. I'm a beginner trader. How do you guys find what stocks to buy? I mean, I use it a few different things. I use uh, man, what is it? Stockmarketwatch.com. Stockmarketwatch.com kind of tells you the biggest movers in pre and post. Um, there's also that Adrian's World channel. He live streams his trade idea
Guys,
scanner.
I just cutting in here GBR, guys. That's why you add there 420. Look at that move. Boom.
Man, there's the drop.
It's reading the level twos, guys. That stuff there. I told you guys, if it stuffs there at 430 again, look for the short. Stuff there at 430s. Short there, 420s. Could take the profit right there at that 410. Just take that short amount of profit on the bounce up, add that shares right back in there at 420. Now you have some profit. You're able to go ahead and take your risk, let the trade go. Boom, right there at $4. Take another half and let the rest of the trade work for you. Set your break even, stop, and let the trade work.
AMRH maybe pushing down to test this $2 level. It's had a lot of support there previously. It's bouncing down there now. I'm probably going to end up closing the stream down now. I don't think I'll get into anything else. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I day trade live on stream every weekday morning, so make sure you come check us out tomorrow. If you haven't already, also click the like button right now in this video. It does help support us. I appreciate any support I can get. Mitch and I, we kind of do this every weekday morning, 100% free right here on YouTube, and so make sure you join us again. And yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. Mitch, you want to say anything else?
No, just it's all about planning, guys. You gotta come in. I always say the approach is the destination, guys. Really, really, it's not about finding one method that just works over and over and over and over and over again, because what not one method is perfect. But it's about having the plan, knowing that you're going to take certain profit and loss ratio, risk to reward. Your risk management has to be dead on. And then when you find and you follow a method, that's what gives you to profitability.
Nice. For sure. Some people asking what time. Yeah, I day trade live. I start the stream at about 8:45 a.m. market time every morning, and I stream usually about 10:15, 10:30. Let it run a little bit longer today, but yeah, every weekday morning at 8:45 a.m. market time, so 8:45 a.m. Eastern time. Yeah, appreciate all the support, guys. Nice to have a decent amount of people here today. So yeah, just good luck for the rest of the day. We'll see you all tomorrow.
You guys take care, man. Like always, out come in, out come out, guys.
Later.